What up, everybody? This is Matt with Survivalist 2012 coming at you with a new knife review of the Spyderco Bushcraft UK. Basically, it's a new bushcraft knife that Spyderco developed to kind of keep up with the bushcraft knives out there. It's an extremely nice, well-made knife. You guys know that I'm a big fan of my blind horse knife, and this thing has kicked butt since I've had it. It's kind of small, but I like it like that. So I decided I needed something a little bit bigger to perform, more tasks while out in the bush. Basically, this knife I picked up from a new company on the internet. It's called knifehogs.com. Awesome company, and they have really good deals too. I think I seen this thing MSRP for like 350 bucks. I could be wrong, but they're only selling it for, I believe it was 180 bucks, which is not bad for the style and quality of knife. So we'll just get right into it. The overall length of the knife is going to be 222 millimeters. The blade, just from the handle to the tip, is going to be 104 millimeters. The handle is G10, and it is 01 tool steel, so you're definitely going to have to take some precautions and oil it. You can see after a couple years you do get a nice patina on 01 tool steel. Hey, that just adds character. The weight of the knife of the Spyderco is going to be 7.8 ounces, and the blade thickness is 3.6 millimeters. So the one thing I was concerned about when I ordered this was what kind of spine it was going to have on it, because I like throwing a good spark. We all know that my bushcraft knife here has an awesome spine, nice and sharp, throws an awesome spark. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some tests on this knife, see how it kind of stacks up to the blind horse. So first thing we'll do is we will perform the ferro rod test. And this is the blind horse knife. This is a knife that I trust. Love this knife. We all see how well of a spark this one throws. See if I can get the spark on camera. If you can't see it, you just have to take my word for it. It throws one hell of a spark. Now, the Spyderco knife has a very similar spine on it, nice and sharp. Throws a great spark. So, test one, pass. One thing I noticed about this knife that I wasn't a huge fan of is the sheath. I mean, yeah, it's leather. It's got a piece of plastic down in there. Not sure if you guys can see that or not. It does protect the blade end, which the blind horse knife does not. But the sheath is just not practical for bushcraft, so you may have to, if you don't like the sheath, you may have to eventually upgrade this sheath. There's nowhere, unless you tie a bunch of cord on it, cordage, then you can carry your fire steel, or if you just keep it in your pocket, either or. I'm just not a huge fan of the knife. Fits in there good, doesn't come out. Another thing I noticed about the knife is it has a really nice belly on the knife. The spine's nice and sharp. The belly has it's got a nice grip on it. So if you look at it this way, finger hold, belly, it fits really nice in your hand. But one thing I did notice, you can slip off of this knife compared to the blind horse here, where it has a nice finger guard for you. You can get all kinds of holds on this one. So it's got that finger guard for, added protection, which I like. This one does not. So I haven't taken it out in the field yet, haven't tested it out, but I will. So one thing that I did is I added some paracord to the bottom of it as a little lanyard, and basically wrap it around your hand, around your thumb, and you got a nice grip to where it won't slip. It's not going to slip out of your hand that way. I think that's just going to be some added protection for myself. So if you guys look at this knife, get my finger out of here. If you guys look at this knife, everything is flush. You got your brass pins holding on your G10, flush. There's not a single hot spot on this knife anywhere. So with that being said, extremely nice knife. Let's put it to a test. Let's try and split some wood with it. This is just an old piece of wood here. Get the camera up for you. See how well it splits? Not bad. So, it's not a bad knife. You know, it's a lot bigger than what I'm used to. I don't like that. Like I said, it's going to take a little getting used to. Let's see what else we can do with this thing. See how well it cuts. So, cuts a lot deeper than I thought. Try to do some fine work with it. Not bad. So it feathers that wood out pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty nice. Also gonna just test the point of this thing. It is 01 tool steel, so it's extremely strong. So what we'll do is we'll jab this in, pull out. Not bad. It's got a pretty decent tip on it. Not a bad knife. Not a bad knife at all. I'm actually pretty impressed. Now we all know that Blind Horse went out of business. They split off into two. One's LT Wright and the other one is Battle Horse knives maybe. I don't know about that. So I needed a better Bushcraft knife, one that was a little bit bigger. And I like this one. I'm a fan of it. But I needed something a little bit bigger. Haven't really heard of any reviews of the LT or LT Wright or the Battle Horse knives. Haven't gotten into it. I've checked them out. They look pretty similar to the Blind Horse. So basically what I did is, found a very well-known knife in Spyderco and decided to get that. Like I said before, I did get it from a company called knifehogs.com. They offer great prices. Also, I'll put a link down in the bottom of the description box where if you put in a code, they'll give you a percentage off if you call them and order a knife through them. Basically, that's it. I mean, seems like a pretty well-made knife. I did have to make one modification to it. So, that's about it, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. Until then, this is Matt with Survivalist 2012. Peace.